Did you know that newborn kittens are actually born completely blind and deaf? That's right. Those adorable little furballs enter the world in total sensory darkness, relying entirely on their sense of touch and smell to navigate their first weeks of life. But this is just the beginning of the absolutely mind-blowing world of kitten development that most cat lovers never get to discover. When we think about cute cat behavior, we often focus on adult cats and their quirky habits, but kittens possess some of the most fascinating and surprising traits in the entire animal kingdom. These tiny creatures are basically furry little aliens with superpowers we're only beginning to understand. Take their famous purring, for instance. While adult cats purr when they're content, kittens actually start purring when they're just 2 days old, and here's the kicker. They can purr while nursing simultaneously. Scientists believe this creates a vibration that helps stimulate milk production in their mothers, making purring one of nature's most ingenious survival mechanisms. But the really wild part about kitten science comes when we look at their sleep patterns. Adult cats are notorious for sleeping up to 16 hours a day. But kittens take this to an entirely different level. They sleep for up to 22 hours daily during their first few weeks of life. This isn't laziness. It's actually crucial brain development time. During these marathon sleep sessions, their nervous systems are rapidly developing, and growth hormones are flooding their tiny bodies. Essentially, they're sleeping their way to becoming fully functional cats, which explains why disturbing a sleeping kitten can be so detrimental to their development. Speaking of development, here's something that will blow your mind about kitten vision. When their eyes finally open around 7 to 10 days old, they're all blue. Every single kitten, regardless of what their adult eye color will become. This happens because the melanin that determines final eye color hasn't developed yet. Even more incredible is that kittens can't actually see clearly until they're about 8 weeks old. Their vision develops gradually, starting with detecting light and movement, then slowly gaining the ability to focus and judge distances. This is why young kittens often seem to stare into empty space. They're literally seeing the world like a blurry watercolor painting. The communication abilities of kittens reveal some truly heartwarming secrets about cat behavior explained through science. Adult cats rarely meow at each other. They save their vocalizations primarily for humans. But kittens, they're chattering constantly with their mothers and siblings through an intricate system of chirps, trills, and mews that researchers are still decoding. Each kitten develops a unique voice print that their mother recognizes within days of birth, similar to how human parents recognize their baby's cry. This is why mother cats can distinguish their own kitten's calls even in a room full of other crying babies. Temperature regulation in kittens showcases another amazing adaptation that most people never learn about. Unlike adult cats who are masters of finding warm spots, kittens cannot regulate their own body temperature for the first few weeks of life. They rely entirely on their mother's warmth and the heat generated by cuddling with their littermates. This is why you'll see kittens piled on top of each other in what looks like the world's most adorable furry heap. They're literally keeping each other alive through shared body heat. Their internal thermostat doesn't kick in until around 4 weeks old, which explains why orphaned kittens require such intensive care with heating pads and constant warmth. Here's a funny cat fact that explains some weird cat habits we see in adult cats. Kittens are born with an innate knowledge of how to hunt, but they have absolutely no idea what they're supposed to be hunting. This leads to the hilarious phenomenon where tiny kittens will pounce on their own tails, attack invisible enemies, or ambush their siblings with the serious intensity of seasoned predators. They're practicing hunting techniques that are hardwired into their DNA, but their brains haven't yet connected these behaviors to actual prey. This is why understanding your cat's seemingly random pouncing makes so much more sense when you realize they're just acting on ancient kitten programming. The bonding mechanisms between kittens and their families reveal some of the most touching aspects of cat personality development. Kittens have scent glands on their faces that allow them to mark their family members, creating a communal scent profile that makes everyone smell like home. When a kitten rubs against its mother or siblings, it's not just showing affection. It's participating in a sophisticated chemical communication system that reinforces family bonds and territorial recognition. This behavior continues into adulthood, which is why your cat headbutts you and rubs against your legs. They're essentially claiming you as family and mixing your scents together. Memory development in kittens follows a pattern that explains many adult cat behaviors. While kittens seem helpless in their early weeks, they're actually forming crucial memories that will shape their entire adult personalities. The period between 2 to 7 weeks old is called the socialization window, and experiences during this time literally rewire their brains for life. Kittens who interact with humans, other cats, dogs, and various stimuli during this period grow up to be confident, adaptable adults. Those who miss this crucial window often become fearful or antisocial, showing us just how important those early weeks are for cat personality types. Perhaps the most endearing kitten behavior that continues to mystify cat science is their instinctive kneading behavior. From the moment they can coordinate their tiny paws, kittens knead their mother's belly while nursing. This stimulates milk flow and creates a deep sense of comfort and security. Adult cats continue this behavior throughout their lives, kneading soft blankets, their human's lap, or favorite cushions when they're feeling particularly content. It's essentially a lifelong connection to their kitten memories of safety and nourishment, making those late-night kneading sessions on your stomach a deeply meaningful expression of trust and love. These incredible insights into kitten development show us that our feline friends are far more complex and fascinating than we ever imagined. From their remarkable sensory journey to their sophisticated communication systems, kittens are tiny marvels of evolutionary adaptation. The next time you see a kitten, remember that you're looking at a perfectly designed survival machine wrapped in an irresistibly cute package, programmed with instincts that have been refined over thousands of years of evolution. Which of these amazing kitten facts surprised you the most? Does your cat still do any of these kitten behaviors? Share your own kitten discoveries in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you learned something new today. Subscribe for more fascinating insights into the wonderful world of our feline friends, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest cat content.